got trouble. The other reason, right, I'm going to take the last 10 minutes to give you some very important public information. September is National Blood Cancer Awareness Month. Today is National Lymphoma Day. I have lymphoma, which is a blood cancer. It's a very nasty cancer because it can't be cured. It's incurable. It is treatable, which is what I'm having starting tomorrow, but it's not curable. So I will have my treatment, and that will send me into what's called NED. Not remission, but NED. No evidence of disease. And the hope is that that will knock me into that condition for 5 to 10 years. This is my 4th lot of chemotherapy. The 3 lots I've had before have only managed to knock me into NED for about a year. But I'm going on to the most powerful chemo of the lot. And there is hopes that that should do the trick. Lymphoma is a blood cancer that you only know about when you've got the symptoms. One of the symptoms is, in my case, I had a lump appear on my neck there. I was looking in the mirror one day and I thought, got a lump there. That looks a bit odd because it wasn't there a couple of days ago and it's growing quite fast. I've got a mate called Jason who's got exactly the same lump that I had, and I've told him to get himself to the doctors, but he won't do it. And the other day he was complaining to me that he's lost all his teeth on that side, and I'm thinking, well, I am not a doctor, but I'm willing to bet that's cancer. And the way it's eating into your jaw and into your bone, it's telling me that it's cancer, and it's telling me that it's probably, even if you did go to the doctors now, it's too late, because once lymphoma has got into your bone marrow, you've got problems. But a little lump appeared on the side of my neck, and I started suffering these awful sweats, which I'm suffering now, but I'm suffering them during the day. I would suffer these sweats during the night, and they were absolutely awful. I would dream that I was swimming, and I'd wake up covered in this film of sweat, and I'd stand up, and the sweat would actually be running off me in rivers. So I took those 2 things to mean this isn't a very good thing. And I went and saw my doctor, my GP, my general practitioner. And she took one look at the lump on my neck and said, that needs looking at. We've got a fast-track referral service for suspected cancer. And she said, yes, I've told you it's suspected cancer. Your symptoms and the lump indicate to me that you've got lymphoma. So I went on this fast-track route, and within 2 weeks, I was seen by a specialist. They took a biopsy. A week later, they gave me the results, and yeah, my GP was spot on. It was cancer. But I'd gone to my doctor early enough that it could be treated. If I'd have left it another year, it would have been untreatable. But I went early enough that it could be treated. So my message to any of you is, if you start, I know women when they go through the menopause, right? They say that they go through the sweats, right? I promise you, I've been around women enough of my life to know that the minor hot flushes that you go through are nothing compared to the sweats of lymphoma. All right, I am talking real sweats where everything you wear is soaking wet. All right, this shirt, in a minute, if I take it off, I will be able to wring it out, and I'll probably be able to fill this cup with sweat. All right, not a hot flush. I'm talking real sweat. And like I say, a lot of people say, oh yeah, a bit like the menopause. No, it's nothing like the menopause. Nothing like it at all. Fatigue, chronic fatigue as well. You do get extremely tired. You also get weight loss. Now that's something I never fully understood until it was explained to me. The reason you lose weight when you have cancer is because the cancer cells need starch and sugars to multiply. So when you're eating food, the cancer cells are stealing all the good bits out of your food and leaving you with the pointless bits. So you actually start to lose weight. So there are the signs. A mysterious lump suddenly appearing on your body, excessive sweats, and losing weight. There's actually a formula, and it's 10% of your body weight in 6 weeks. If you lose 10% or more of your body weight in 6 weeks, that's a certain sign of cancer. So fatigue, sweating, weight loss, lump. Any one of those four, any combination of those four symptoms, you should be going to seeing a doctor. You could be completely wrong. My lump could have been a cyst. All right? My excessive sweating could have been the male menopause. My exhaustion, I don't know, could have been a thyroid problem. And I don't know, because I'm not going to I didn't self-diagnose myself. I thought I'm going to go and see the doctor about this. And they could have been minor problems. And the doctor would have said, oh, it's just a cyst, it's nothing to worry about, Or you're just a little run down with your tiredness, it's nothing to worry about. But they didn't. They actually put me on the path to a cancer diagnosis. So all I say to people there is, if you've got any of those symptoms, go and see your doctor. All right? You might feel like a bit of an idiot. You might feel like you're making a fuss. You might think it's nothing. If you leave it too late, okay, it can't be dealt with. You can't treat it when it's left too late. And it's easier to go to your doctors and walk away feeling a bit of an idiot than it is to leave it too late and it can't be treated. So, yeah. Take your time. If you've got any of those symptoms, go and see a doctor. Even if you've got the hot flushes, right, and you think it might be a menopause, go and see your doctor. It might well be the menopause, right? It might well be the menopause, but it could be cancer. And I can promise you, the treatment is not a very nice experience. I had my arm cut open today under local anaesthetic and tubes fed all the way up through the veins to buy my heart. Okay? That's when they put the tubes in, you feel the tubes going in, and when they cut you open, it really isn't a nice experience. Tomorrow, they are going to pump me full of some of the nastiest chemicals you can think of that will do awful things to my body, including making me lose all my hair, possibly all of my nails. All right? It's going to make me violently sick, and it's going to make me feel like absolute shit. And I've got to go through this for 6 months at least. All right? And it really, really isn't very nice, especially the sickness, right? It's just constant sickness where you just want to throw up, but you can't. The hair loss, I shaved my head. As soon as I found out I was going on this treatment 2 weeks ago, I shaved my head. I thought to myself, I'm going to own this problem. I'm going to make this problem. I'm not going to wait for my hair to fall out. I'm going to shave my head. So that's what I've done. I've shaved my head. But I am absolutely dreading tomorrow when they start putting those chemicals in me. And before they put those chemicals in me, they're going to give me steroids and antihistamines, which means I'm going to both want to dance on the ceiling and fall fast asleep at the same time. And then they're going to put those horrible chemicals into me that are going to make me feel absolutely awful. I can't tell you how bad these chemicals make you feel. I can't tell you how bad chemotherapy drugs make you feel. They're absolutely awful. Absolutely awful. And I'm going to put myself through it because I want to get better. I'm never going to get better. My cancer can't be cured. But I'm hoping this time maybe I can get another 5 years. Yeah. Another 5 years before it comes back would be great. And I'll put myself through the next 6 months of hell for that. Yeah, one of the side effects, I was reading about it, right? My testicles might ache. You've never had that side effect before. Oh, they've ached, but they ache, but yeah. A good emptying sorts that out. But yeah, your testicles might ache. I might lose sensation in my fingers and toes. That's called peripheral neuropathy. I might get a nasty rash. I might get a lot of things. Or I might not. But I'm prepared to go through it because I know it's going to fix me. I hope. And that's why, if you've got... It might sound horrible what I'm saying about the chemotherapy. I promise you, the alternative is a lot worse. Just the symptoms I'm having these last couple of weeks is an absolute nightmare. Do you know, I got up this morning at 7 because I had to go and have my surgery. I got back here at 10. I went to bed at 11 and I slept until 1. I got up at 1 I was back in bed again at 2. I had an hour's sleep then. Then I was back in bed again at 4. I had another hour's sleep. And then I was back in bed again at 6. And I had 2 hours sleep because I'm so fatigued. Couple that fatigue with this awful sweating, right? And these symptoms I'm hoping will go away. So yeah, if you've got that lump, if you've got that sweat, if you just generally don't feel good, go and see your doctor. All right? Go and see your doctor. Because they will put you in touch with a specialist, because a blood cancer is not a very nice thing, but it can be treated. In fact, I've got lymphoma, which is incurable, right? But a lot of the blood cancers, like leukemia, can be treated and can be cured. In fact, a lot of the lymphomas can be cured, but the particular lymphoma I've got is follicular lymphoma, and that cannot be cured. So I'm very unlucky there, but some of them can be cured. But again, it's all down to how early you get that treatment done. Anyway, on that note, I've been at it for an hour. I've not really had any feedback, but that's fine. That's fine. I can live with that. I'll leave the VOD up for 60 days, and I'll point people to it. And I'm going to go and watch. I'm going to go and watch some crap on television. Probably have a poo, as you do. Oh, that's another thing, right? This chemotherapy is going to. They said to me, you might get constipation or you might get diarrhea. It's what it's not. It's or you might get both, alternating. So this chemotherapy is going to mess with every single one of your body systems. So I'm going to take the rest of the night and I'm going to chill. And my chemotherapy starts in the morning. I might actually stream from the hospital, depending on how I feel. We'll see in the morning about that.